Well, Mr. Coons, thanks for having us back to Blessed John Paul II again here in Hamilton.
All good, Joe.
Thank you so much. We were here last year. You were very kind to bring us in for a successful challenge. We had a great time with your students in your classes, great leadership. And this year we felt it'd be great to start the school year off on a positive note, reinforce the kind every time message. John, if you had to summarize what the program means to the school and the overall student approach, how would you kind of lay that out for us?
Joe, when I got excited last year, again, we're always challenged to have some programs that come forward. How are you addressing bullying? We do everything we can do. We offer our programs. We've had programs before. What I liked what you did, and what I liked what you kept your promise to is this. You're not just coming in putting on a presentation. You're coming in, you're going right to the kids in the classrooms. You're talking to each class individually. That meant a lot. When I was able to talk to you before and say, here are some of my specific concerns, you took it to heart. You addressed those concerns, you took some writing from the kids, and you made sure that when you looked at it, you did it respectfully, and you and I could dialogue about what some stuff you could provide for support, and again, some support you could give to the kids. So I liked that it was personal. Every time I expressed this is where I need help, you were always open to do it. So for me, what it did to the kids, I'm walking around the building now, and I'm not just telling them what I say, I'm also reminding them, be kind, every time. So ending it last year, and more importantly, starting it this year, for 21 days, it's going to be a big difference in my school.
So that's wonderful to hear, John. And would you say you last year, we did it a little bit later in the year, but would you say with confidence that you saw an increase in overall kindness in the school?
Again, it made a difference because we made sure as a staff and as a team, we were reinforcing it. It wasn't just a presentation that was left. It's a PA system and the reminder. It's constant reminders in the classroom. And again, this year you've just extended it by adding, again, a little more of a classroom challenge so they can really, really promote it themselves. So did I see a difference? Yeah, I saw a difference. Again, how many people are we touching? I know that for the conversation we had last year, there's a couple that we touched, and you move forward, and that's the victory.
And John, in closing, would you recommend this program to other schools?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I know when you and your team come in, we've got that individual. I know that as a principal, I can sit down with you before and say these are truly the needs of my school. It's great when you bring your team in. It's great when we have hockey team, we had guys come in. I mean, trust me, that did make a difference on the children, and it got the dialogue going. But really, that I know that if my parents want to talk to you, you'll come out and do presentations.
Absolutely.
I mean it. It's personal. If they can look you in the eye and say you're committed, and then you guys can look at us and say we're committed back, it works.
Yeah, it definitely goes both ways. We launch a foundational program, but then when we launch it, it really takes the leadership of yourself and your staff, and that's the biggest difference, and that's wonderful, and the students are so well received. But I noticed during the conversation you dropped your hat.
Oh, Joe, really? Help me on here?
Oh, yeah.
Because you know what, man? You're always going to be kind every time.
Kind every time.